All right, in this video, we want to take a look at sketching two periods or two cycles of the trig graph 8 tangent of x. We also want to identify the sketching factor, the period, and the asymptotes. So let's talk a little bit about where these features are on tangent of x, your normal parent function tangent x. So we know tangent is undefined at x equals multiples of pi over 2. So that means we have horizontal asymptotes at those multiples of pi over 2. So you can tell I'm using them, I'm doing the plus or minus so I don't have to write it multiple times. So what does that mean for our graph of 8 tangent of x? Well, that means that 8 tangent of x is going to have the same horizontal asymptotes. So you can go on your graph and just draw those with dashed lines. Okay, now where does tangent of x have x-intercepts? Well, that's where tangent of x equals 0. And that is at 0 in all the multiples of pi. So you've got a 0 or an x-intercept at 0, at pi over 2, and also at those negative multiples. So what does that mean for 8 tangent of x? Well, we have the same x-intercepts. So we're good so far. Now, the period of tangent of x is pi, and 8 tangent of x does not have a horizontal stretching factor, and so that means that we also have 8 tangent of x also has the same period of pi. So our last feature is I know that tangent of x looks like these little x cubes in between the asymptotes. So how does 8 tangent of x then affect that? Well, on normal tangent of x, I know tangent of x at pi over 4 is 1. So that means when I go to pi over 4, which is halfway between, I would be all the way up at 8, which is going to be technically off of my graph. And that's okay. And then at negative pi over 4, I would be down at negative 8. See, that's because 8 is my stretching factor. So I am multiplying the y values on the normal tangent graph by 8. So my graph is going to look the same, but they're going to be very stretched out. And again, they look like x cubes in between the asymptotes, but again, these are super stretched because we have multiplied them by a factor of 8. Oh, that is 2 periods because we have a shortened period. That's right. So I've actually drawn 3 periods here. So as far as details go, you want to make sure you get those asymptotes in the right place. You definitely want to get the x-intercepts in the right place, and you want to get those x cubes going in the right direction, and definitely want to either be stretched out if you have a stretching factor.